Hello everyone, so we have covered incrementing and decrementing by 1. However, sometimes you want to increment by 2 or 100, or maybe you want to divide by 4 instead. You can do this by using a shortened assignment statement. Here we are incrementing c by 5. How can we make this shorter? So we can shorten it to this. So in this example, you can see that c equals 2 and then c plus equals 5. This means that c equals itself plus 5, which means c equals 2 plus 5, which comes out to c equals 7. You can do this with other operations such as subtraction, division, multiplication, and even modulus. However, be aware that these require initialized variables, meaning that they should already have a starting value. Here is c, for example. What are these statements doing? Well, they run. Well, what is the increment statement written out? It is c equals c plus 1. So before we increment it, what is the value of c? It is an unknown value. So what does this statement say? C equals unknown plus 1. Obviously, unknown plus 1 does not make sense. So we can easily fix this by just initializing c to 0, which comes out to c equals 0 plus 1. So in your IDE, you can have code like this. And if you copy what I have, you'll see that you get an error. For me, I get the local variable m may not have been initialized. You can find similar errors such as null pointers, which are basically this. You haven't initialized a variable, but you're trying to use it. The errors you get might be dependent on the IDE or the version of Java that you're currently using. This happens the same way for increment and decrement. So you can see that you will get the same error. But this can be fixed just by giving m some kind of starting value. It doesn't have to be 0, it could be 6 or anything. But whatever's happening is just saying m equals 6 minus 1. And if you run that, you'll get 5 as a result. This happens the same way for all of the other increments and even the written out increment and decrement. All these can be fixed by giving them values. And you can see that everything works out fine. As a small side note, the right side always gets prioritized when you're using these assignments. So even with j times equals, the right side equation will get executed first. You can think of the equation as having parentheses. So we covered several shorthand ways of modifying variables. We also now know that those variables need to be initialized before we can use them. Just to recap, this and the last video, increment and decrement operators have pre and post forms of changing a variable's value by 1. Also know, when using any of these, you need to make sure they already have a value inside of them. In other words, they need to be initialized. So hopefully that made sense. Thanks for watching, and let me know what else I need to cover. Thank you.